Welcome to Spanish Fork's 10 Most Memorable Moments of 2015. Number 10. Spanish Fork has welcomed many new businesses to the area in 2015, including Culver's, Walmart, and Chick-fil-A. Number 9. The LDS Church dedicated their 15th temple in Utah when the Payson Temple was dedicated on Sunday, June the 7th. The new temple will serve approximately 27 stakes from Spanish Fork to Nephi. Many Spanish Fork residents volunteered to make the open house and dedication possible.
You know, I've been in a lot of temples, and when you walk into this temple, it's just breathtaking. I'll tell you, this compares to everyone right there at the top of all the ones I've been to. And just gorgeous, beautiful. What a great asset to our area here.
Number 8. The Spanish Fork Community Network has begun to install fiber in the city, which will make it possible for every home in the city to have a fiber internet connection.
So if you haven't learned a lot about what fiber does, it really is data coming into your house at the speed of light. There is nothing faster. The system that we're going to build to your house, there is nothing better than what we're going to build. It is the very best you can have. It's better than what Google has. It's better than what Utopia has. There is nothing better. It'll be an active Ethernet system that will deliver 1 gigabit per second to your house. It will be easily upgraded to 10 gigabit and 100 gigabit to your house.
Number 7. The Spanish Fork Dons face the Maple Mountain Eagles in both the baseball and softball 4A state tournament championship games.
Gabe Pratt with the 3-run homer for senior year to beat Maple Mountain in the bottom of the 7th.
Tanner Nielsen been warming up for the last about 15 minutes in that bullpen. Coming in strictly to try to shut the door. The 2-2 pitch. Maffei swings, grounds it to second base. Fielded cleanly, the throw to first is in time, and Spanish Fork is your 2015 Class 4A state baseball champions.
The Dons came away with both titles. Number 6. The rescue of Lily Grossbeck by Spanish Fork emergency personnel got international attention.
We truly don't know what caused her car to leave the roadway, but her car left the roadway at Arrowhead and Main Street, flying through the air and then landing in the water upside down. It wasn't until the next day at 12:25 that a fisherman, while fishing in Spanish Fork River, saw the wrecked car in the river. He was able to get close enough and look around enough that he was able to see that there was somebody still in that car. He called for emergency services, dialed 911, spoke with dispatch, and indicated what he had seen. He, with the help of dispatch, directed our officers and our firemen and our EMTs to that scene. Officers arrived with firemen shortly thereafter, and with the help of that fisherman, firemen and police officers were able to rotate that car off of its roof by sheer manpower onto its side. With the car on its side, officers were able to look inside of that vehicle and then see what they saw, what they exclaimed was a baby or a child in the car seat in the back of the car. Two of our firemen jumped up on the side of the car, reached down into the water, pulled Lily out, unbuckled her and pulled her out of that car seat. They indicate to us that they did in fact hear someone ask for help or asking somebody to help, whether it be someone on the bank that was afar off saying help her, or someone watching over a child saying help her or help me. I guess that really does not matter where it came from. The fact of the matter is that the voice was heard, and it helped those individuals lifting be stronger than they ever could be otherwise. They acted as one cohesive unit. that turned a tragedy of a life being lost into a miracle of Lily's life being saved.
Number 5. Spanish Fork was selected to be the first city in Utah to participate in the Community Planning Assistance Team program in creating a plan to revitalize Main Street. This program gave us access to 6 professionals that provided a very sophisticated perspective and strategies on what we can do to make our downtown as vibrant as possible. Number 4. Spanish Fork City's proposal to build a life center by taking on a $40 million bond was brought before the public for a vote. When the election results came in, the vote against the bond prevailed, 4,606 to 1,900. Number 3. Councilman Richard Davis and Councilman Rod Dart both retired at the end of their second 4-year term.
Richard and Rod, 2 peas in a pod. For the last 8 years, you've served our great city, spending countless hours on various committees. These 2 men really love Spanish Fork, almost as much as the mayor loves barbecue pork. Neither of you like to receive any praise, but I could care less. Let's start with Fiesta Days. It's not just in July when we celebrate a few weeks, it's all year long, planning, using strategy and techniques. Whether it be the rodeo of fish or of cows, the people always leave expressing their wows. It doesn't always go exactly as planned, but somehow the end result always turns out grand. Airport, recreation, library, and water, we sent you like lambs into the slaughter. Not really, that just really rhymed. All of the hours and late evening drives while sitting at home are your wonderful wives. I'll miss Richard laughing at all his own jokes and Rod's magic putter saving our golf score at the Oaks. I'll end this now before I begin to bawl, but first I would like to mention something about baseball. This is the part I call the whipped cream. I reached out to each of your favorite teams. Richard loves the A's, and of course Rod the Braves. Your loyalty you'll take with each of you into your graves. Now for the end, here is a little bag. My wife said I'm not a very good rapper. That's Rod's, yeah. That's Richard. Here's a little bag. Each of them contains your favorite team swag, hats, signed baseballs, and the letter I read. Now don't let this poem go to your head. This is not the end, and I think we can agree that if I need your help, you'll be hearing from me. Thanks again for all that you do. The last 4 years with you, oh, how I grew.
There you go.
Number 2. Spanish Fork held another successful Fiesta Days. This success can be attributed to the many great activities and events that were available.
All right, Utah, let's rodeo! Yeah!
Including the Fiesta Days Rodeo, which was voted the #1 rodeo in the Intermountain area.
There it is! Let him know you like it!
Number 10.
This is Hank Smith. Hank,
One way to run your nose in the ground.
70. Oh, I'm telling girl, it's all good. Oh, she's mad at her dad. Ooh,
I think if you put your kid on a sheep, you should have to ride a bull.
no question about it.
The Millennial Choir, the newest addition to the Fiesta Day events schedule.
That's what our pilgrims came here for, to see and live the way we see fit according to God.
And the Speedy Spaniard race which had a change of venue to the newly finished River Trail. And number 1, after many years of work, the River Trail was completed from the golf course to the sports park. Now you can enjoy over 6 miles of asphalt trail that runs through the beautiful river bottoms. And there you have it, Spanish Fork's 10 most memorable moments of 2015.